Hi, I'm Amaya and I'm here with my friend Pia. We're doing a project called Dying to Know on our favorite t-shirts from H&M. Could we ask you a few questions?
We're just running a pilot project. It used to be the black t-shirt campaign, and then we decided to change it to Dying to Know, because what we're teaching the students is to delve into what they buy, to make them more conscious about what they buy and to ask questions. And we called it Dying to Know because we know that the dyeing process is quite toxic. So they've learnt that part of the fashion industry as well. You know it's 100% cotton. And what do you know about cotton? Nothing.
Pod.
Yeah.
And it falls from the trees, and then the pod separates into 3 pieces, and then there's a piece of cotton.
Okay.
They put that cotton, I think, in pillows and other stuff, but not in clothes.
After I figured out where my clothes come from, I stopped buying them. Whatever I have is either gifted or borrowed.
You guys are very annoying.
I have no clue where my t-shirts come from, and I want to someday see actually how it's made and do something making clothes by myself.
But there is this thing that I wear, it's called khadi. I know where it is made, I know how it is made, and I know the people who make it, and I know they are well paid, well fed, and the colors are also used that are good. So that's why I only purchase this kind of clothing.
80% of my wardrobe is black, and my mom thought when I was growing up that I was a really sad kid because I only wanted black stuff. But the thing is, it's always been my favorite color, and now I'm really scared to be part of this because I feel like I have to throw out half my wardrobe. But I think that's also not going to help much. And I can't read anything on my shirt because I realized that the entire label is in Chinese. So it's made in China. I think I got this from an H&M store.
How to do what you get, what to do without you. What to think of me if I just with you. What to do what you get, how to do without you. You're my all-star. How to do what you get, what to do without you. What to think of me if I just with you. What to do what you get, how to do without you.
Me.
Alia.
Yeah. With who?
Okay, so you're with Mohammed. Alia.
I pick myself.
You're my all-star. All-star. How to do what you get, what to do without you. What to think of me if I just with you. What to do what you get, how to do without you.
Condition is good condition. Of course, it has to be in good condition. You like the song?
Oh shit, you
How to do what you get, what to do without you. What to think of me if I just with you. What to do what you get, how to do without you. You're my all-star. How to do what you get, what to do without you. What to think of me if I just with you. What to do what you get, how to do without you. You're my all-star.
The Landmark Group owns Max. The brand was first launched in May 2004. Max has more than 350 stores in 17 countries. They don't only make clothes, they make like earrings and
Accessories.
yeah. They make 35% more money every year. 40 million products are made. 5,500 plus employees are in Max. Max says that they plant seeds into clay balls to help the environment. And how does that relate to their shops? To plant seeds into clay balls, and if they actually do it, or if it's just for them to look good that they're helping the environment.
But lots of people do it.
The end result of the next session is. Oh, I really.
She's there sitting in her office on her computer doing la-di-da, while some people are sitting there stitching all day. They can't even be with their families, and they're barely earning anything. And she's saying that it's fine, they could be doing way worse.
It's kind of bad that like lots of people who are buying this stuff, they don't actually know what they're doing. They just think, oh, I'm just gonna buy clothes. They don't understand, and I think they should. We should all be able to understand, so we can actually decide if you can understand. If you still want to buy as much and go on the same way, you can. But at least you have the choice, because most people don't even know.
How much money does the company need? And if they have so much money, because people are constantly buying and throwing away and buying, why can't they just treat them nicely and fairly and give them more money?
They're basically rich and the other people are poor, and they're always sales, discounts, trying to make people buy, paying people to promote them, and but they're not paying their workers enough, and they're not taking good care of them.
What I found kind of shocking is that in Bangladesh, in one of those sweatshops, they actually beat the workers because they're questioning why they're paying so less. That really shocked me.
You remember they said that the fashion industry is the second most polluting industry. Which one is the first?
Oil.
Oil. Do you know where nylon comes from?
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah.
The people who you partner with and who model for your clothes and stuff, do they know how it's being made, or do they just think, oh, I want to be a model, that'll be interesting?
Do the workers get sick pay? And that's the first question. And the second question is, why do you have such a small room for your workers without any ventilation?
How come they spend so much money to make the shops and the commercials and stuff, but they spend so little to make the factories? They only pay for what you see, and they don't pay for what's behind the scenes.
Do you want to be part of changing the industry?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Had to do what you had to do without you.
I found it really sad that they're just shooting people that basically live because they need money, so they were protesting, so they're shooting them. And they're shooting them basically because they need to live.
You're my all-star. All-star.
Wait, I don't know.
Hard to do what you got to do without you. To think I do if I just with you. Hard to do what you got to do without you.
reflect all that we've seen on ourselves. Have we ever bought something that maybe mindlessly? Would we be willing to pay more for something that we buy that we don't really know where it comes from, just to make sure that someone was paid better?
Lots of the people are living in their nice big houses and like with their fancy shops and stuff, and they're just leaving their workers basically to just live in like tiny hut with garbage everywhere. Like why doesn't everybody get it the same?
Okay, and then it's how to do what to do without you.
So the first question is the cotton that you use organic? Second is, what is the dye composition? Third is, do the workers have a minimum wage? Fourth is, what do you do with the generated waste? And the last one is, does the brand have a sustainable plan?
Okay, I'm researching on the brand Max, and my first question to ask them is, why don't you have a sustainability report? Number 2 is, why don't do you own your own factory? Number 3 is, how much do you pay your factory workers? And number 4 is, what do you do with your waste? And number 5 is, what do you do with the clothes that you don't sell?
So we're doing the school project on t-shirts, and our brand that we chose is H&M.
So we have some questions for them. So our first question is, where do you get your cloth from? Our second question is, why do you spend so much money on your ads and shops but so little on your factory workers? And our third question is, why do you always go on sale when you could be paying your workers more? Do your workers get sick pay? And where do all your leftover clothes go?
Yeah, what do you think of the project and
How clothes are made,
Mhm.
how bad dyes are,
You want to look up and say that?
how bad dyes and clothes are. Not all clothes, not all clothes.
How much water cotton uses?
That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yeah. And how toxic dyes are, like, they can cause cancer.
And how some of the factory workers get paid really little and don't have enough money to feed their family, you know?
And we saw in one of the videos that a woman actually beat one of the factory workers.
But what would your final statement be?
Do your research and think before you buy. Do you know how bad dyes are that are in your clothes?
Do you really need so many clothes, or do you just want them?